Hi, I'm Jennifer Murphy, GoGirl, and I'm here with a Go Guy today. We have Mark Rutledge, who is the owner of Perspire Sauna Studio in Newport Beach. Now, I go to Perspire every single week, and it's part of my GoGirl health routine. But a lot of people have no idea the benefits of infrared sauna and the difference between infrared and just a regular sauna is. So I thought today we should share with all of the ladies and the Go Guys out there some of those benefits. So what do you say?
Well, there are so many benefits that there's way beyond what we can talk today, but it's going to be starting amazing. I'll start with my own story. First of all, I'm a pilot and I can't take medications in order to fly. I found infrared 15 years ago was really helpful, and infrared itself is what we create. Our bodies create infrared. So when the body is able to find something else that it's already working with, already creating, then you have an opportunity to sort of activate your own healing mechanisms. In my story, that was amazing. It's helped my back because I flew jets with a heavy parachute for a lot of years. It created a lot of back and neck problems. And like I said, I can't medicate, so I need to be able to find relief, and finding the natural course of action by finding the infrared wavelength, similar to what we create, is exactly why we do that. There are so many other benefits that are way beyond what I even need. I've got clients who've had lupus or diabetes or needed some weight loss. I've got some great stories of people. I have clients who've had major car accidents and had severe actions on their brain, and so their motor skills are really affected by coming in. They find a huge amount of relief coming out. There are just skin things. There are detoxification things.
Increases your immune system.
Immune system things. The research out there, I've started going through some of the stuff, and these people are really smart. And they write at a level that it's like, takes me 3 weeks to get through their one article. But they're finding, the research is showing that this infrared is amazing almost in every spectrum and almost has no ill effects at all. It's pretty astounding.
Well, I know that every week I go into the infrared sauna at your place. I love your facility. It's so well run. Everybody's so pleasant and greets me and makes me feel, wonderful. And it's really like going to a spa. So I relax and I reboot, and I know I'm sweating away toxins from deep within. It's different than a regular sauna where it's just more kind of exterior sweating. This is removing toxins from your fat cells, from your organs.
Yeah. There's so many different things. I love to tell the story. Most of us have stepped into a jacuzzi or a hot tub in the past, and when you step into it, you go, oh my gosh, this is so hot. And that temperature is only 5 degrees warmer than your body, but because the wavelength of that heat is so different than the wavelength that we create in our infrared, it takes a minute to adapt, and we begin heating up from the outside in. Almost exactly the same thing when you go into a public sauna. They have to heat the air in order to make the space hot. Whereas the infrared, our whole panels, three walls of our panels create only infrared, far infrared, which allows it to kind of work inside our body, just as you mentioned, at a cellular level, creating a way to kind of break away the toxins from the cells, get them in our solution, and then we can start sweating them out and get rid of them. People have taken samples of their sweat into laboratories, and they've measured the amount of metals, mercury and cadmium, things that are just flying around in the air right now that it's just amazing what you're able to get rid of. So really a big difference in the infrared saunas that we have versus saunas in general are the fact that we're actually able to help increase your core body temperature by as many as 3 degrees. Now, what does that mean? If we're 98.6 degrees normally and we add 3 degrees to that, now we've got a fever of 101.
Doesn't feel very good.
Doesn't feel very good, but you know what? The reason that we have a fever is because our body's actually trying to attack what is attacking us. It's a healing response, and if we can activate that healing response on a day-to-day basis, we're actually increasing the strength of our immune system, and we're taking away things that are trying to hurt us over the long term. I know our grandparents, since our grandparents have passed, this world has now seen about 88,000 new chemicals added to existence that generation never even knew. So it's in the air, it's in the water, it's in our food. Thinking that you're getting something organic and it's free from everything, I don't think that's happening anymore.
It's no wonder cancer has gone through the roof. I mean, it's no longer, if you should be detoxing, we all need to be doing it as part of our routine, period.
Yeah, really true.
Yes,
Really
well, and something about the infrared sauna, it's relaxing. You have the music in there, the Zen if you want Zen, or you can watch television.
Yeah.
So for me, it's comfortable. It's pouring sweat. It's crazy, but I'm still comfortable in there, and it's enjoyable.
Right.
I know that I'm doing something healing for my body. I was in a car accident several years ago, and I have a lot of pain in the left side if I don't stay on top of it. So when I'm in there, I like to do a little bit of stretching.
Yep.
And I think that by allowing your body to relax, you're helping it to heal as well. So there are just so many benefits. So you started your location, Perspire Sauna Studio.
Yeah.
And tell me about a few of the things that you're excited about it that makes your location special.
Well, first of all, my background with respect to my military career and such like that has been leadership focused, and what really makes my location special are my people. I put so much energy and effort into my manager, my team leader, Leah. She is empowered, she makes the decisions, she runs everything. We would not be here today if it were not for her, quite frankly. Great assistant manager, Linnea, coming up through the ranks and starting to learn and take on some responsibility in herself. If I don't have those two people, I don't have a team, and if I don't have a team, we're not really that special. And I think that's really what creates the speciality of Newport Bluffs and in Newport Beach. Our location, absolutely amazing. If you were to walk in and this is your first time walking in, we are gonna stand up and just say hi, get to know you, get to know your name, get to know what you like, get to know why you're there, and we'll find the right kind of situation for you. It's not right for everybody, we understand that. We wanna try and find that and get you on the path that is your path and your journey. And we partner up with everybody on a daily basis, we get to know them. I don't get to spend as much time in the studio, so Leah sort of puts it on me going, Mark, you just don't know how many good things we're getting from our clients and our customers coming in and coming out.
But it's
saying
so
it's all
good to
amazing.
hear some of these specific stories.
Fantastic, and we've got some stories that are bubbling up right now that will just knock your socks off. It's crazy.
Really, really cool. So congratulations. And do you offer something for somebody that wants to try it for the first time?
I absolutely do. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are generous. We want to give to you first before we're asking anything in return. Come on in, introduce yourselves, and we're going to offer a free complimentary session just so you get to know who we are. Understand what infrared does, and in one session you might find yourself sleeping better. I've had customers come in and say they can't sleep more than 3 or 4 hours, but the first session they're sleeping 6 or 8 hours uninterrupted.
Wow.
It's crazy how good this stuff is.
I know it helps me in so many ways. A couple of years ago, I was about 10 pounds heavier, and I really haven't changed a lot other than going to infrared. I'm consistent with my workouts sometimes. I eat well, but that infrared sauna, I think it just helps keep me lean. My skin's been more clear. I get compliments. People say, Jen, you look better now than you did 5 years ago. And I know that that has played a big role in it. So thank you very much.
And I'll tell you that you can sit there for about 40 minutes and burn about 400 calories plus or minus, relaxing. And it's not a claustrophobic feeling either. It's that whole wall of glass looking at a big screen TV, music or TV, watching Netflix or Pandora, whatever you like, favorite shows, whatever it is going on for 40 minutes. Unbelievable.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it, and it's really awesome to see you so passionate about your business and you're helping people. But in addition to that, you are still a pilot.
I am.
And you were in the military for how many years?
Well, when you count the Air Force Academy, it's 4, and then 28 years of active duty and reserve duty. It's a lot of years. More years than I really want to admit, but yeah, about almost 32 years worth of military.
It's amazing, and you're a dad. I mean, how do you do it all? What is it that makes you successful?
Well, I don't know what you can possibly, I mean, you don't become a success in anything without a lot of help. And if you look at my aviation career, for example, I feel like I had kind of a God-given dream. My parents tell me that I dreamed of flying when I was 1 and 2 years old, and I have no memories of this, obviously. I have to go on what they're saying. And it wasn't until I was in high school when the congressman that was in our area had a high school flying program. I got my private pilot's license. He's the one that helped me get into the Air Force Academy. I made it through the Air Force Academy, yes, and that's really tough. That's a hard way to go. So you don't become a success in anything without the help or a hand up from somebody. And I give a lot of credit to my congressman at that time to get me started. From that point on, the military is very focused on what it wants to accomplish. I wanted to fall in line with that and continue on. I became an instructor. I learned how to teach flying jets, and I did that with the military. I've done that with my major airline. As you know, I'm an active captain at a major airline right now. And my success is always attributed to somebody else. And as I mentioned even earlier, that my team, we would not be here right now with my studio had not my team done what they've done.
It's amazing what we can do when we join forces with others, whether they're lifting us up or we're lifting them up.
That's true.
I mean, with GoGirl magazine, I had an idea and a dream for years, but it wasn't until I met my partner, she's amazing at things where I'm weak. And so it's really, really cool when you can team up and collaborate. And I'm glad that I met you. And
yeah, absolutely.
Now,
what a blessing it is.
I know. Now I'm able to help get the word out to all of the Go Girls and Go Guys out there. And so I just can't thank you enough for being here. What would be a couple words of encouragement that you would give to anyone out there thinking about pursuing a dream?
Well, listen, any dream that's worth pursuing is going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, and honestly, you're going to have to fail, believe it or not. And the way that you would succeed would be failing forward. You're going to make mistakes. If you're not willing to take the shot, I think Kobe Bryant said he misses 100% of the shots he doesn't take. If you don't actually go for it, you're never going to take a step. So the first thing is, if you're thinking about it, you just got to rock and roll and just take the first step.
Just do it. Just go girl or go guy, and you go guy.
Right on. Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.